Okay, hi you guys. So today, today I'm feeling like a new person. Even though I done had 12,000 sugary treats that's really clogging me up, I still feel very brand new. So I don't want to lose that energy. Okay, she looks like my friend. So I don't want to lose that energy, y'all. Let me go roll this up. And I decided, since I didn't have to go to work today, to take myself to the library and to get some stuff done. I really want to go downtown because that's the best library that we have, and we have the largest one in like Indiana. We have a really, really large and a very much up-to-date library, like 3D printing machines since I got here. That was 2015, like all new stuff, and so I was like, I want to go down there, but I know that I have clients, new current clients and former clients that are down there they're not going to let me have any time to talk and relax and do any of that. And so I was like, let me just drive on out to the north one or southwest one. Well, probably the north, because southwest is kind of small because people make money there. And nobody goes to that library because they all have enough money to have their own libraries in the doggone room for the most part. Most of them. So, decided to go out north. But yeah, I was like, I felt like I needed to get on here and to chit chat for a minute about the things that are going on in my life right now. So my job has had massive layoffs. I'm so grateful. I always say grateful because I am. I'm so grateful that I've been through this experience before, because I know how to react. And there are a lot of things that have changed since when I first got laid off from flying. That was like 2012, 2013. And so there was quite a bit that happened, but there's always, a ram in a bush. And during this day and age, it really is. If you set yourself up wisely. And I had to get my mindset. I set myself up for like, okay, just in case, if it comes down to me, not just for this job, but for any other job, just make sure, God was talking to me before. If y'all look at my videos before, how I was talking about how God was telling me to have multiple streams of income. And, some of them were just tweaking, and some of them wasn't putting out income yet, and some of it was slow. But God just had me to keep going. Just keep going and keep doing it. And I was feeling weak at a lot of times. A lot of times I wanted to give in and give up. But I didn't. And it worked out in my favor. And so I just, I did that. And I can see now the fruition of it, to where if anything was to happen to me, or as far as my job that I have now, I have other ways of taking care of myself. I'm just not the hand to mouth thing. It's a different perspective. And so I'm very blessed, and I'm very much grateful for that. If I can share anything with you guys, definitely try to get multiple streams of income. Find other ways. Other ways to make money. A lot of people, especially during this age, they're showing their arts and their crafts. You will be surprised how much money you can make doing stuff that you really love to do. One of my businesses is dealing with hair and skincare, mostly skincare. And it wasn't a hobby for me at first. It was something that I had to do as a kid, very young. And they would say, it was a lot of us, and they would say, oh yeah, we don't have enough money to be wasting on this, and we can do this within half of the time. And I noticed when I was younger, everybody would still say, oh my goodness, y'all got really good skin, you got perfect skin, and I didn't think of it. I took it for granted until I came in. And when I got older and I was able to afford things, you start flying, you start getting different money, and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to get these brands and this and that, and you start using that, and it starts breaking you out. It starts, it looks like it's good on somebody, but then when it's on you, it's making you look a hot mess. And you're like, man, I could have stuck with the whole home goods thing, the things that I already knew. And so when things started falling, well, not when things started coming back together, I started being very wise about how much money I was spending at different places. And I just decided to go back to that. Like, Belle, you know this. You can make this really effortlessly. Herbs are your specialty. Herbs are your specialty. So what else do you need? Like, Belle, you know you can make some stuff happen with some herbs like no other. And it's, my family tells me that, people tell me that, like, it's something that I'm really passionate about. So that's how I ended up doing that other venture. But there's so many other ventures out here, so many other gigs that you can go and do without doing a traditional 9-to-5 or traditional working for someone else. And let me tell you this, there's nothing wrong with that. I think most people would do that if they had the opportunity. I know I would. If I could keep building, I still would always have something on the side. I'm that kind of person that has an extra hobby or an extra side business or something. But for the most part, if I had that opportunity to do that, I definitely would do that. However, that's not the case for me. And God provided and allowed me to be very skillful at a lot of other things. And that's something that I want to say and share with people, to let you know that you don't always have to go and do what, let me make sure it's not on silent, do what everybody else is doing, or what is portrayed to you. You have to look for other ventures. And it doesn't kind of doesn't matter if you're in places where you think that they're not going to support you because of your income or because of their income or things like that. There are people that are in Africa that are getting supported just based off of a dream, or based off of a gift that God gave them. So don't let that hinder you. Also, don't feel bad when it is kind of sad and sometimes hurtful when you like, dang, I just got laid off. I just got this, I got that. But you have to understand that the world keeps moving, and so will you. You need to find, just keep moving. Even if the job is lower. I know people like, oh no, I'm not doing that. Now, if I was getting unemployment, yes, I would not take a job that was lower, because that thing is going to supplement. But if you don't have that opportunity or something like that, and it's not coming in, why not? Time is of the essence. People talk about money is everything, but really it's time. It's time. You can always replace money. You can always get double the money. You never can get double the time. Never get double the time. So, yeah, I just want to let you guys know, like, remember that. Like, it's time. Time is money. Time is money. Okay? And the more you sit there and you dwindle and you get into your feelings, the more it's going to set you back. And so you don't want to stay in that seat of idleness, because it can really hurt you. I wish somebody would have told me that before, and not feeling guilt and shame. That is a tactic of the enemy that will get you feeling like that. And everybody feels that from time to time, like, dang, man, I'm just really failing at life. Like, what is really going on? I'm here to tell you that is far from the case. If you feel like you're failing, most of the time you're succeeding. You're working through some stuff, okay? Failure is one step closer to success. Failure is one step closer to success. And that's what people don't tell you. That's what people don't tell you. But I'm here to tell you that is so true. You just keep working on yourself. You keep going harder, keep going. Like, eventually you will get it. And it'll be worth it. When you go through that process, you appreciate it a lot more. So, yeah. Shoot, why did I go down this way? Because it's the straight line thing? I don't know. Whatever. And look, they're hiring everywhere. If you stop your cash flow, think about it. This is why I say you still need to have a job. If you stop your cash flow, then what are you going to do when an opportunity that you like comes? And you can't, and you need certain things that you can't get, that you need money for. That's why I say what I say. you know. Now if you have some kind of flu or something where you can sit down and, you know, yeah, that's cool. But what if time goes and the time runs out? You know, you gotta be prepared for that kind of stuff. You gotta be prepared for it. And so, what's that? Okay, I need to go swoop around here. So yeah, don't get stuck on a number. Don't get stuck on a set number or something like that, to where you can't you know, move around. You can't provide for yourself. You can't provide, and then that's going to lead you into a deeper hole. It's going to lead you into more depression, where as you can work at a job that might be giving you $300-$400 less, or even $3,000-$4,000. I've worked at certain jobs where they gave me $3,000-$4,000 less. I've worked at jobs that gave me a fourth of what I was making at one of my lowest paid job before I had that one, y'all. I'm not lying. But you know what? I kept working that job. I kept working that job and got what I needed. And y'all think I'm lying? Listen, when I first started flying, you know, I was flying when they was paying like $15, $20 an hour. Okay, so so when I went to a subsidiary airline that was owned by a mainline before I ended up going to a mainline. Okay, and this airline paid me $28 an hour, right? This was a good minute ago, so I'm sure it's more money now. Paid me $28 an hour. I speak another language, so that helped me out a lot. So if I had like going to the destination, language of destination, meaning whatever language you speak, you know, if you have that, if they're going to a country or a state or something that requires that language to be spoken, you get a premium. You are going to be the language person. You 9 times out of 10, you're going to be the A flight attendant or the lead right then, or you're going to be the second, because now you have to be the translator. I've rarely seen people who've been like been less than a C when they're language qualified going to a destination. And that's because you want to make sure that they, you know, you have people on there. So anyhow, I was making $28 an hour, y'all. Well, when I left and I ended up, you know, going through all my hardships and I went to rallies. When I first started rallies, I was making $7.85. $7.85, y'all. And this was after years of getting boost. I was already making what? $34, $35 an hour. You know, so y'all, that took a lot out of me. But you know what? I had no other choice but to say, you know what? Suck up my pride, because honestly, you have to take realization. People always say, oh yeah, that's, you know, what you went through was really bad in nation identity. But you know what? You got to take responsibility for yourself, for putting yourself in that situation, and understand that even if it's not your fault, there are consequences. There are consequences to it. I sucked up my pride and I worked that doggone job. I flipped burgers. I learned how to flip burgers, y'all. I didn't even eat burgers like that until I started working there, y'all. Real talk. And when I was younger, we had a Rally's right across the street from my grandfather's house. And I wanted to work there so bad because I love the French fries, y'all. I know that whole story about why we couldn't eat French fries, but that was a real privilege for me to eat French fries. And so, yeah, I worked there, and I worked there for like 5 years. I even got other jobs, got promoted, got jobs that were going back up towards that number, and I was able to get up, and I was still working for that job because it gave off great benefits. The insurance that they had at first, until they signed off and didn't become corporate, they got a franchise and not corporate. The money that they were getting, the insurance that they were having, it was so affordable, and it was good insurance. So it was better for me to use that insurance than to use the insurance that my other employer that was giving me more money to get stuff done. And so, yeah, I worked there for 5 years, y'all. I worked there for 5 years, non-stop. I get off one job, work the next. This is why I'm telling you, you have to get your mindset, because you're thinking about taking care of yourself. Does it seem unfair? Yes. Does it seem hard? Of course. But it's going to pay off. It paid off in the end. It paid off in the end, because look at it where I'm at now. You know, I'm not stuck at a 9 to 5 or at a place where, you know, I hate. You know, I have the opportunity to move around. Those things really matter. You think it doesn't, but it really does matter. And so I want you guys to keep that in mind and understand that things are all temporary. You know, people talk about what comes up must come down, but what comes down and studied on and is prayed and worked on, it's got to come up. If you focus and you tune yourself into what you want and work on it, it has no other option but to go up. It has no other option but to win. And the quicker you find that, the quicker you understand that, the better off you will be. The better off you will be with your life. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, it's a lot of people over here. Ooh, we might have to do a Starbucks, because that's a lot of people. Yeah, that's a lot of people at this library. I guess I was not the only one that was thinking about, hey, let's go to the library. You got the book package out. Okay, well, go ahead and still do it. Uh-oh. Purdue. Y'all. So, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I don't want to hold you guys longer, because I don't want to hold myself longer. I want to get done with this day too. But I really felt like I needed to share that while I'm outside. Y'all keep moving, keep going, keep reaching your goals. Trouble don't last always. Keep it moving, and eventually you will get the reward. You will reap a harvest if you faint not. Dumb words are so true. Okay? Believe me when I tell you, like, I tried it for myself. People will be looking, don't look at what people say about you, what they doing. Even if they like you then and they smile in your face and they don't look at it. Don't worry about it. It ain't gonna matter after a while, y'all. It ain't gonna matter after a while. All that other stuff is not gonna matter after a while. Think about something that you wanted really bad, like some ice cream, right? You was a kid, you wanted some. I know for me, I wanted some ice cream. When the ice cream truck came, I wanted that ice cream, even though we had ice cream in the house. Okay. Matter of fact, the ice cream we had in the house was Swan's ice cream. It wasn't even no cheap ice cream, y'all. It was real good ice cream, because my aunt used to be bougetto on the doggone food. Like, y'all, it had to be like, and not like just labels. I mean, like, good tasting food. So, anywho. So, all we would do is just, can we have this? Can we have that? Can we have that? And sometimes they would say no. Sometimes they would say yes. And I had it in my mind. Y'all, when I want something, I want it. Like, I will do just about anything to get it. Like, I'm a person that you could tell me no, but somehow, some way, I am going to get it. I don't know how, okay? I don't know how. I honestly don't care, as long as I get it, you know? And you know what I did? Kept hassling them till I could get it. Even when they said no, I would save my money to get that doggone ice cream. I'll be the only one who got it. They'd be like, how did you get it? Now we know you ain't had this. They didn't even know I was saving up the doggone money. If you give me $1, I'm going to save 75 cents of it. I surely would, because I know that ice cream truck is going to come. It's going to come, y'all. Like the back of my head, I know the time it's going to come. And guess what? When it comes, I'm going to be ready. And I'm going to get 2 ice creams. You know why? Because I want to enjoy it twice. Or I want to go and sell another one so I can be ready. So I can enjoy one and be ready for when that truck come again. So now I got even more. So I'm going to have endless supply of ice cream. I know that sounds fat as ever, but that is me And I don't care, y'all. I don't care. My family will tell you this, and it's so true. I also used to do this when it was dealing with candy. Anytime we go into the store, stuff like that, I'm about to be ready because I know the day is gonna come when you still gonna want something else, and I want to get everything. I don't think of. Sometimes I think of maybe you shouldn't have this or I can't get this, but I'm thinking in my head I might not have it today, but I'm gonna have it tomorrow, and I'm gonna make sure that every other time after that that I'm able to have it, and that's how you should be. So, anywho, wasn't even supposed to go on there that long. I wasn't supposed to go on here that long talking about some doggone, getting stuff what you want, but I thought that was very, very much helpful, and hopefully you guys can use that to your advantage. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem, and I'm going to get off of here. Bye.